Hi friends, welcome once again. We are having our third live trivia here in the digital pub. So I hope you're all ready for a nice night in. Make sure you jump in the comments. Let us know your team name in the comments there. Some of you already have. We have joining us, let's see who we've got so far. We have the Quarantines. We've got Flying Hellfish, Coattail Rider, Purple Smoke, and Ready and Willing. The Mackays, Michael John Crush, Parental Guidance Recommended, and Hey Daniel Johns, Hey Natalie Pollock. The Ski Bunnies as well. So drop those in there. We'll have a look at those. In the meantime, get yourselves a nice beverage, get yourselves comfortable, pens at the ready, hook up those group chats or Zoom chats or however it is you want to do that tonight, and we'll be starting our quiz very, very soon.
You should probably explain the other voice that's there.
Oh yeah, so we do actually have our producer has a microphone now. This is Aiden.
Hello.
Say hello to everyone.
Hello.
So very nicely.
I was nice.
You were trying to be nice, but it doesn't always come across.
Says the one being snarky.
I'm not
which
being
I would argue
snarky.
is worse than not nice.
I'm not being snarky. I'm just being protective of the talent on the show, Aiden.
I appreciate me being called the talent, or at least I'm going to assume that's what you just said.
Yeah, though you can think that as much as you like. That's fine. Some of you will know Aiden. He is a host as well.
The one in the purple.
The one in the purple. No, and he is even wearing purple tonight. Just not his usual purple.
Just imagine purple. That's me.
Purple embodied. That is Aiden. So while you gather yourselves and get yourselves together, we're just going to catch up because we only get to see each other once a week now because of isolation. So
Jump in as well.
Yeah, chime in the conversation.
Anything you want to say hello? I'm watching comments at the same time as talking to David because
Yeah.
he's never been capable of maintaining all of my attention.
No, God no. God no, we found that to our cost. So
Behave.
I'm not going to behave. It's not something I'm prone to do. as well you know. Let's get the Mockingbeater here. Hello, welcome. No Clue as well. Hello. Come and join us.
To stop arguing and calling us children, which is honestly fair. You do have
Oh,
a point there,
well,
Craig.
Yeah, look, fair enough. Someone has kindly pointed out that Grimace is purple. My favourite of the
What is Grimace?
But Grimace is it's two things. Number one, it's the facial expression I make when you speak, and the second thing it is one of the McDonald land.
Sorry, I'm just going to give context to everyone else out there who he often thinks I'm an idiot. The question was, what is Grimace? Like, what is it? You've got the Hamburglar, which is a person. You've got Birdie, a bird.
Yeah.
You've got Ronald, which is creepy. And you've got Grimace, which is, they accidentally spilt some ink on the page, but they didn't want to use another piece of paper.
I think it's kind of like Sesame Street. Is they get out of this, all the characters on Sesame Street are officially monsters. That is what they are.
I mean, look, they are bringers of diabetes, so I can see why monsters is the category there.
Oh, the McDonald's thing. I thought you were going back to Sesame Street. They're not. Sorry, there's only one that does that on Sesame Street.
Someone likes your microphone. Oh, sorry, the possum that's sitting on
My
it.
my possum. Yes, it's a beautiful little possum. We should name it. Let me know in the comments what I should name my possum-shaped microphone.
Oh, hello, 1912. Sorry, I'm also watching comments.
Is that 1912 swim tape?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
There good. We've got some other people. Oh, Trevor asking what's happening with the app. Unfortunately, Gremlins is the best way we can give that. We accidentally fed the app after midnight, and we are still dealing with the consequences of that.
Fortunately, we didn't get it wet, so it's not a huge... It's not a huge disaster yet.
No, that is always bad for technology.
Yeah, so we are working on that. So we will have the app shortly.
At a point.
Yeah.
After now.
Not now. But later.
But
we're not
later.
sure when that is.
Between now and the end of time.
Yeah. Any questions that you have, please pop it in the comments there. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions, inquiries, comments, let us know. We can interact with those as we go. But yeah, I don't know what Grimace is, but you are ignoring Maher McCheese.
What?
Maher McCheese.
That is, I'm fairly sure, just a Family Guy thing.
No, it's not. Maher McCheese is a real McDonald's character.
I'm not sure if that's true. Can someone argue with that?
I'm not going to Google it.
Oh, Kay, it's Aiden. Which I think I know. I know Kay, or I know someone else named Kay, which is equally likely.
Equally likely.
Where is my face? My face
Dame,
is not here, Sarah.
Dame Edna for the
Dame
possum.
Edna?
That's our first suggestion that I've seen.
I like that. My face isn't going to be on screen. Isolation has not treated me well, and
it doesn't look good.
I don't look good.
Doesn't look good.
I've not taken care of myself.
Just let it all go to seed.
So we should probably run through how we're going to kick through tonight.
Sure, let's do that. Very straightforward. If you haven't joined us before, welcome. My name is David. If you have joined us before, welcome. My name is still David. We are going to play our quiz the same as we did the last 2 weeks. I'm going to put up the questions behind me in the video here, and you can play along at home. There are no ways to give in your scores necessarily. There are no prizes yet, but hold on for prizes. They will be coming. I'm certain of it. So just take your own answers at home on a bit of paper or something like that. Argue amongst your friends and family that you're playing along with. You're playing for glory and the occasional round of applause, I understand.
Absolutely, and some couple other surprises that we've got banked.
We do have a couple of extra prizes that we can give out over the stream that I'm hoping that you'll appreciate as much as we did putting it together.
I will call them surprises. I don't know if they're necessarily prizes.
You can't spell surprises incorrectly without prizes.
So you can't spell many things incorrectly without the word prizes.
That's right. That's my motto. That's how I live my life. You can't spell things wrong without prizes, except, ironically, prizes. Oh. So, I don't think that is irony, is it?
Look, Alanis Morissette.
It's Alanis Morissette irony, that's fine. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Get yourselves your pen and paper ready. We're going to be kicking off our quiz in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we'll kick off in a couple of minutes. I do need to mention, as I'm casually looking through comments here, big fan of Jane Virginia Love Lewis telling us that Grimace is Jabba the Hutt's little brother.
I quite like that.
I appreciate that. Star Wars in a colour scheme I can appreciate.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Before we kick off, if you would like to get a shout out if it's someone's birthday, let us know. In the last week, we can do a little happy birthday section. We'll take note if it is your birthday. Jodie Fern, I'm not sure if you're having trouble with your audio or that is your team name. Your team name may be hard to hear you, but possibly turn up your microphone or your speakers. So,
I just need you to be aware. I'm wearing headphones and I have my back to you.
Yeah, I know.
You do that, I don't see it, and it was very creepy.
Yeah, I know. That's my aim these days, as I speak into Dame Edna, which is the current winning name. Okay, hello RPM. Okay. We'll just be ready to go in a few minutes. We've got a couple of last minute little techie bits and pieces to sort out. So we'll be with you very, very shortly. Grab yourselves your final pennage, paperage, drinkage, whatever you need to get you through the night.
I completely ignored what you had to say. I'm aware also, everyone out there, that I'm still alive. What are we doing? So I was looking at the computer.
Sorry, I was letting you do some business.
Okay,
I
just let you on the screen.
Yeah, I thought I was going to pop out, but
I don't want to. I want you to give me your best. Your boss is looking, and it needs to look like you're doing work.
Okay, sure.
But you're not actually working.
All right, cool.
Oh, Mackenzie Harwood, happy birthday.
Oh, happy
When was
birthday,
your birthday?
Mackenzie. When was it? Am I like a fraction of a second behind you in thought process?
Langers is 21 today. Happy
Oh.
birthday, Langers. I don't know if I've got the street cred to say it like that.
Langers is an interesting name.
I would love to know if it's a nickname or not.
I imagine it is.
Yeah, I feel like
I imagine it's a nickname. Or it's the team name. Maybe the team name is 21 years old today. That would be cool.
I like that everything you don't understand is just a team name.
Might as well be. I've
right,
seen some weird team names in my time.
We should probably get underway.
Yep.
Because it's about that time.
Yeah,
All
it's
our
about that time.
people will have turned up.
Yeah, okay. So, pens at the ready. Friends at the ready. There's my little tune for you today. That's the free tune you get every single week. You get a free one. So, let's snap to our quiz and have a little look at our first few questions for the night. So, jot these down for yourselves. Please don't put them in the comments because other people will tell you to stop putting it in the comments, and you don't want that. We have our first question for the night. The national flag of Japan features a white background and a circle of which colour? Oops, second one's going as well, just for a laugh. Which female singer won the Grammy Award for Song of the Year in '99 with her hit "My Heart Will Go On"? Nope. You can have a happy unbirthday if it's not your birthday. That is a good point. We will do that. We'll do unbirthdays as well. Our third question to go along with. What name starting with the letter B is given to shellfish that cling to and foul the bottoms of ships? Starting with the letter B, which is the second letter of the alphabet, for those of you playing at home, which is all of you. Number 4, in international competition, which is the slowest of the 4 main swimming strokes? That is our first 4 questions. National flag of Japan features a white background and a circle of which colour? Number 2, which female singer won the Grammy Award for Song of the Year in '99 for her hit "My Heart Will Go On"? 3, what name starting with the letter B is the name of a shellfish that clings to the bottom of ships and fouls it? And number 4, an international competition, which is the slowest of the 4 main swimming strokes? That is our first 4 questions. Have a little go on those. You can have a moment to think about them. So I just have another little drink.
I need you to know how much time he spent putting that gag together.
Yeah, this visual gag, which may not even be coming across, but my branded water brand, water by Quizmasters, which is probably not even coming across very well. And it's not even my joke. I stole it wholesale from someone else. Okay, let's go to our 5th question for the evening, 5th of round 1. We have, which sign of the zodiac is represented by this symbol?
Not the one it's pointing to be clear.
No, we don't. No, I was born under the sign of Quizmasters.
What are the characteristics of that sign?
What are the characteristics of that sign? The characteristics of the Quizmasters star sign are you are deeply knowledgeable, At least you like to pretend that you are. You make sure that everyone knows that you are. You hold useful information in a separate tank to the useless information, but you can't access that tank. So birthdays, PIN numbers, passwords, they all go in the useless tank. Bonus point for this one as well. Another chance to win a point. It is the 9th or the 12th sign of the zodiac. Which one is it? 9th or 12th? It is one of them. Okie dokie. That's number 5. What sign of the zodiac is that? Let's have a look here. Oh, that's nice of you to say. The banter is tops. Someone said our banter is tops.
They're super into us. I love that.
It's
my favourite thing about other people, when
they're into
like me.
Apparently the answer to number 3 is also a swear word in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Anything's a swear word in SpongeBob SquarePants. This is much more difficult for me because I've also got headphones on hearing us.
I told you that. I told you that would happen.
Remember to just answer at home on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
don't get in the comments.
Yeah, we don't
need that. A lot of
that.
computer screens in front of me. I don't want to have to mute people.
Gene, Aiden does not have his suit on, unfortunately. As I said, he's not looked after himself very well, and he has to get it adjusted.
Yeah.
That was unkind. But fair enough. Okay, our next section is called Sticks and Stones. This is a list of things that can break your bones.
Whoa.
Well, sticks and stones may break my bones. That's what it is. That's all that I'm going to be asking you about for the next several questions.
Absolutely. Of course.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Number 6. What word means both a stick carried in the hand and a body of persons employed in an organisation? So it's a type of stick that you would hold in your hand and persons employed in an organisation. That is number 6.
What are you laughing at?
This comment, it's a particularly nice one. I've just noticed it there. Can you tell Grandma Calms and Swansea Heads to slow up on the wine?
You leave her alone.
She's had a hard day. Possibly life.
She's lived things. She gets to drink as much as she wants.
She can drink all the wine she likes.
That's why they're not closing the botlos. For her in particular.
For her in particular.
Yeah.
I didn't
She's
know.
well respected in the Swansea community.
I missed that one in the announcements from the PM.
He goes on for an hour and a half.
He does. I probably had a sleep during it, to be honest with you. Number 7. The animated television family The Flintstones lived in which town? Which town lived the Flintstones? That is number 7. Number 8, while you're at it, which American singer's 2008 Sticky and Sweet World Tour is one of the highest grossing music tours of all time? At least at time of writing. I mean, there's not many music tours going on at the moment anyway, so...
I would say none. I think you could say comfortably. I don't think you have to hedge with not many.
You know what? I don't know. There might be. I don't know. I'm not committing. I'm not committing to it. It's not right for me to commit to that. Number 9. What word starting with the letter C describes a man-made pile of stones that marks the top of a mountain?
Now, I'm just going to draw to your attention that I think the theme might actually be sticks or stones in the questions, not things that can break your bones.
That's the only 2 things that can break your bones. The phrase is well known.
I mean, I would suggest there's possibly a third.
Well, I can't think of one. It's certainly not words. It's definitely not that.
Calcium deficiency?
That doesn't break your bones. It makes them easy to break with things like sticks and stones.
All right, you've done me a science then.
Yeah, there you go. So, all of these, the answers are related to sticks and or stones, which are the things that can break your bones, according to the phrase. Number 10, we've got, beginning with L. There's a musical instrument that consists of a long stick with bottle tops loosely attached It is an Australian musical instrument.
Did you know there's actually a fun fact about that?
Yeah.
There are two answers. There is the answer for any regular, normal, sober person, and there is the answer for if you've drunk all of the drinks to get those bottle caps in one sitting, at which point it's just called a...
I see. Now that is an important distinction. Yeah, and that, of course, yeah. Under, it says C, the thing that starts with L. So I've very nearly said it there. You very nearly got a freebie on that one. But I'm above that nowadays. That's not my shtick.
You've only done this for 5 years.
Yeah, no, yeah. Still give away answers for free, as my players will attest. Always by mistake, though.
In answer to Wade's question, not as many as you would expect.
What was the question? Yeah, no, not as many as you'd expect. Number 11, I believe this is our last, Sticks and Stones. And I need you to tell me, which famous Ninja Turtle said the following: every block of stone has a statue inside of it, and is the task of the sculptor to discover it. Is that Donatello or Michelangelo? Which famous sculptor said that? Not every block of stone, surely.
I feel like they're probably repeating it from Master Splinter. That's what they all the good sayings
yeah.
That's quite a good saying.
That is where all the good sayings come from, you're right. Okay, before we go to our numbers game, we've been asked for a repeat on a question. It was number 9, which I have here. What word starting with the letter C describes a man-made pile of stones that marks the top of a mountain? That is question number 9. Starting with C.
Just as a background piece of information, everyone, he could have just tapped a button a couple of times and gone back to question 9, but he wanted to justify the fact that he printed out the quiz. That is the reason that entire interaction has happened. I'm not 100% sure that Michelle Pitts isn't a plant.
Look, what's better visually is it this? Or is it... Oh, yes. Read it. Oh, reading. Oh, look. Oh, I'm so studious with my paper and reading it. That's better. That's definitely better.
Michelle would like number 10, please.
Number 10. Lucky I've prepared it. On this, unfortunately, it's a picture question, so we'll have to go back and show you. That is number 10. They're starting with L. What is the name given to that musical instrument? Okay. We'll go to our first numbers game, which, here we are. If you haven't played with us before, numbers game's real easy. Going to put up a question. The answer is always a number. The closest to the correct answer wins a round of applause from us here in the studio and a special surprise as well. So, your first numbers game question is: the electrical 2-axis joystick was patented by C.B. Myrick at the American Naval Research Laboratory in which year? Now, pop your answers in the comments. We will be having a look at those. Once you have your answer, let us know, and we will find our our closest answer is the word I was looking for there, not highest.
He's also usually using the definition of we.
Yep, okay, all right, half job. That's hardly fair. Aiden currently has 3 computer screens in front of him. I have a meager 2. So we will have a look at your answers. Lucky I wrote down what the actual answer is so I can quickly look at it. Lucky that was printed out earlier. Okay. I'm going to whack on the timer. That's how much longer. Once the numbers game disappears from above the question, that is your time elapsed. So I'll just check out the answers.
I will mention they're quite good at this, actually.
Mm.
They've done very well.
How we do? Yeah. What do we reckon our closest is?
I reckon I will, you know what? One of you has it correct at least.
Ooh.
I will tell you someone.
At least one has it correct.
In the 240 people currently watching this, someone got it right.
Excellent. Well, the electrical two-axis joystick was patented by C.B. Merrick at the American Naval Research Laboratory. In which year was the question? We had a pretty substantial range from what I can see, from the 1850s to the 1960s, is what I can see. 1832 is our lowest, I think. But our correct answer is 1926. And there is our correct. Our closest and correct is Sarah
Probably
Joy Cooney.
About 4 of them, actually.
About 4 of you got it. Can we get all of them up? Are you... No? No? Okay, well, that's fine. Not all of the answers, all of the correct ones. That's okay. If we can't, that's fine. But there's another one, Serrana Piper. You also got it exactly correct. What else have we got?
That's all I can see at the
That's all you
moment.
can see?
I think from everyone at home, big round of applause, and you also get this.
You get that.
There's nothing like a happy Betty White.
The
Congratulations.
Celebratory Betty White. That's what you get, as well as the round of applause.
Hashtag gangsters.
2 people clapping sounds like someone.
We're in a big room.
Yeah, we're
It echoes.
Yeah, it echoes.
Sounds like 2.5.
Sounds like 2.5. Which one of us is the half? So, we have question 12 now. We're going back to... Slight delay on that one. We're going back to 2017 for our Flashback Friday section. All of these things happened in the year 2017. So let's have a little look at that. Grossing $619,021,463 internationally, which 2017 entry in the XMen franchise was released to huge critical and financial success. That's number 12.
I mean, that was quite difficult. Do you have a hint?
I might have a hint. You know what? I reckon we've got a gift for this.
No. I'm going to go hints. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
Let's just go maybe it's definitely not Spider-Man 2.
No, not Spider-Man 2.
Not in the X-Men series. Definitely not that.
No, he is in the X-Men sometimes.
No.
But not in the movies.
Not the movies, no.
I've
It's
been
also
pedantic
not-
and I know that. That's what I do. Number 13. Who tops Forbes' list of the world's highest paid comedians of 2017? Was it Amy Schumer or Jerry Seinfeld?
Trick question, Bill Shorten.
I have nothing for that. I have nothing for that one.
I'm just helping you people. I enjoy Claude's comment that when this is all over and we're all dead, you know that only Betty White and Keith Richards will still be here.
That's absolutely true. And remember, every cigarette you smoke adds another year to Keith Richards' life.
It's a science fact.
It's a well-known science fact. It's a fact story. It's
Every
a fact
kitten
story.
that's patted adds one to Betty White's.
Pat the kittens, smoke a dart. We'll have them both forever. You do one or the other or both. Combine the two in a beautiful exercise. Number 14. What devilish nickname was given to the deadly 2017 heatwave that struck parts of southern and eastern Europe, producing consistent temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius, which is what Northern Europe calls a heatwave.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
We
just
call,
summer.
Yeah, we call that January.
Yeah.
So, consistent temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius for a while in Europe. What was the nickname that was given to it?
I mean, it's a European nickname, so it's probably a real one. But if it was Australia, you know it'd just be like Steve-O.
Yeah. Baz of the Heatwave. Red Hot. That would be the subtitle to it. Baz of the Heatwave, red hot.
They should definitely let us name these sorts of things.
We should name cyclones and all sorts of things.
Cyclone Whirly.
Cyclone Whirly Boy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that'd be the first one.
Cyclone You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round.
And its follow-up, smaller tropical storm.
Like a record baby.
Like a record baby.
Yeah.
Number 15, still back in 2017. Which country's football team won the 2017 Tournament of Nations? Football as in the round ball European Association
football. The one you use
football.
your foot and a ball,
and the
not
ball.
a hand and an egg.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not... Yeah. And,
I feel the picture helps in that
I was
one a
about
lot.
to say that. There is a clue. It's that one. That's the one I put there.
Do you recognise any of those people is the question. If you know the football team they play on,
Yep.
you know the answer.
Yep. And also, if you can see their uniforms.
That will help.
That will help if you can see
a lot of our visual quiz is easier if you can see
Yeah,
things.
absolutely. We've designed it that way.
Yeah.
We've definitely put the work in to make it visual. Number 16. Josh Barker was a contestant on which Australian reality series? Was it The Block or Survivor?
I don't know if I'd be happy about watching him on either.
He's unsettling.
I mean, there's one question you've got to ask yourself looking at that.
Yeah.
It's, do you feel lucky, punk? No. It's does he look like...
Don't make references to films you haven't seen.
I have seen that.
You've seen that film?
Yeah, I've seen at least the first... I think I've seen 3.
Okay.
In that series.
Genuinely surprises me. Genuinely surprising.
You got to look at him. So the look on his face. Does he have the smug grin of a man who's just done some perfect jip rocking, or the smug grin of a man who's just eaten something that I should not say in public?
Yeah. I don't know. There's either way. It's an awful lot of teeth.
There's a lot of...
Just Camilla Parker Bowl levels.
Teeth are vital in jip rocking. If I know anything about
exactly
construction, as a man who wears purple and suits, I know a lot about construction.
You do know a lot
and
about construction. And teeth, you bite straight into jip rock. It's the best way to cut it. Best way. We go to number 17 and leave that behind. We're out of the 2017 theme. We go on to some regular questions. The South American country French Guiana has a coast on which ocean? I'm going to take a moment to catch up on some comments.
To be clear, you said we were exiting 2017. That fact was still true in 2017.
Yes.
You could be in 2017 and know that.
That is true. It hasn't changed.
No.
But, most of them are.
It's also question 17, which makes me feel
I know, I
like
did go, we're leaving 2017 to go to 17. Did give me a bit of a moment there. It's fine. We're moving on. We're moving on. I've moved us on. 18, according to the common English saying, to be very patient is said to have the patience of which character from the Old Testament? Now, it's a specific person in the Old Testament.
Specific character?
Yeah. Yeah.
Howard the Duck?
Of the Old Testament.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. He was in somewhere in the Middle Testament. There is a Middle Testament, right? It's an old and new. There's got to be a middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just checking on your comments.
I'm particularly pleased with Trevor's joke. It is on the screen, and then we should have. Thank you, Trev.
Thank you. No, I do really enjoy that. I really enjoy that.
Emma, you don't want to comment your answers. You can say them out loud at home. If you want to be a professional trivia night player, if you want to take this very seriously, you can even write them down. That's up to you. Write them
down and fax them to us. You're allowed to fax them to us. I don't know our fax number if we have a fax machine.
I can tell you we don't have a fax machine.
But you can fax them. Number 19, to finish off that slate, we have who was the coach of the Australian Wallabies at the 2015 Rugby World Cup? You're right, all of those were true in 2017. Every one of those.
Okay, I know you're showing off that you knew a thing that was true in 2015 and then again in 2017.
No, that's not what I mean. It's just he would always have been the World Cup coach in 2015.
You did a sports question and I wasn't going to be able to keep up.
No, I don't know if it was the World Cup I don't know if he was still the coach in 2017. I genuinely don't know that. Someone
If
can
you
tell me.
know without giving it away, don't say who it is, but if you know if that fact is true or not, just yeah, tell us, because I now want to know. If you're a big sports fan and you know, let us know. Oh, there's more punchline to that joke.
Yeah, no, that joke carries on. It's quite good. It's
That's
quite good once it finishes.
As most jokes are.
It's quite good at the end. Number 20. This photograph was taken in Maitland in which decade of the 20th century? So I just need the decade.
Therese Davies says yes, so I'm assuming it's true.
Okay. What's true?
Wait, your aphasia's just kicked in.
Yeah.
That thing we asked about the football.
Oh, yeah, no. Yes. Thank you. And Scott Pulbrook as well, telling me it's true.
Oh, Anthony's now telling me no. This is complex, guys. Now I have to decide who in this comment section I trust more.
You're saying Anthony's telling you no, but Scott is telling you yes. Is that what
I
you're
can
telling me?
genuinely pull you off screen and cut your microphone for things like that.
I know, but you won't. I'm just making sure that that's what you were saying. Which decade of the 20th century was that photo taken is what I need to know.
Recent, probably the 90s, I reckon, and it was just an elaborate recreation. I think that's what's going on.
One guess that I've got on the comments room is about 3:45 today, which that's a brand new car in Maitland, brand new one.
They've just got it. They're
They've
very
just
pleased.
got their first car shop. That got away from me so fast, and you watched the light dim from my eyes in that joke.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you decide you want to, you can go back on this video and watch a man desperately scramble for the word dealership.
Oh, couldn't find it, ladies and gents. Oh, we're going on. Number 21. Which English novelist wrote the best-selling 19th century novel Pride and Prejudice? Now, as you can see from the little thing there-ish, there at the bottom. Nope, that's where I got cut off. So there, pointing towards it. Jane Who is the name of this category. All of their names are Jane. You've got to tell me the surname. So our next Jane, 22. Which Jane won the Academy Award for Best Actress in her role in this 1978 drama film Coming Home? That's number 22. Which Jane won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Coming Home? 23 as well. A third Jane, King Henry VIII, is buried alongside which of his wives?
Probably the last one.
Statistically, it should be. You'd imagine.
Oh, you'd be upset if it wasn't.
Oh, you would be. Well, it's one named Jane.
No, but just hypothetically.
Yeah.
You died before your partner. And go, actually, can they bury me again
Against my third
first
wife
please?
instead of my sixth.
You'd be upset. But then again, not the worst thing old Henry's done to his wives, so...
Yep. Kyle Smiley Henderson, just pop your answers, write them down, don't pop them in the comments for me. That would be lovely.
Oh, Michelle's telling me not the last.
Are Laurel and Hardy in that car? No, I wish they probably are. In that car in the Maitland photo. They're probably in that car.
Still.
To this day. Oops. Don't want to do that. Yeah, Maher pointing out it was his most loved wife, which may or may not be your last. We don't know. 24, another Jane. Best known for her roles on the television series Ally McBeal, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and 30 Rock. Pictured as which American actor and singer?
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, good.
Jane.
I'm actually after the last name. I already told you it was Jane.
You take the fun out of things sometimes.
Look, someone's got to be here to enforce rules, and that's got to be me at the moment. Unfortunately, that's just
I was at home, I could do what I please. Guys, if you write down Jane for that one, I would give you the point.
Yeah, I'm sure you would, but, this is a tight-run ship, Aiden.
Do you think you're on a ship?
I wish I was on a ship.
You're full of shit.
Saucy. Getting saucy now.
You can
Behave.
call me Napolitana.
No, we're moving on. 25. Pictured as which two-time Australian Olympian who was named Australian Female Athlete of the Year in 1993. It's an excellent year where many good people were born. Female.
Kylie, just
Carry on.
grab a piece of paper and write them down at home.
Yep.
We made it real simple to play it on for this one.
Yeah. Jot down all of your answers on a bit of paper. Don't pop them in the comments, because then other people will see them.
It takes the fun out of it.
When you're being too clever, you ruin it for others and you show them as being foolish. We have another numbers game, which works exactly the same as our first, except this time the answer is going to come a bit later. But, excuse me, English poet Jane Taylor. Sorry,
You're making a scene.
I'm sorry, but I inhaled quite a lot of dust in one moment there. I felt it go into my throat as I was talking. Oh, good grief. English poet Jane Taylor wrote the words to the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in which year? That's what I need to know. Which year was that? Jot that in the comments. Emma Biddle makes a very good point. How are you supposed to cheat if you can't hear them overhear the answers? That is how most people do it.
Yeah, look, I don't have an answer for that. If you're really desperate to cheat, duck next door and find out if your neighbours are sweeteners.
This is a family show. All right, so jot that down in the comments. Where I'll slap on the timer. Let us know. Glasses on for this. Really need to put my glasses on to read the comments, which is upsetting. The Bandits. Hello to the Bandits. Welcome to the stream.
I realise. Sorry, I should turn this on. I realise while we're waiting, we should just give them like background music or something.
Yeah, give them a little bit of something.
That should totally be a thing. It's not doing it though.
All right, that's the numbers game closed. So pop in your final answers now, and we're going to go. We'll take these off. We did have a request for a repeat of number 14, which I handily have written down here on this bit of paper. Number 14 was, what devilish nickname was given to the deadly 2017 heat wave that struck parts of southern and eastern Europe, producing consistent temperatures of over 40 degrees Celsius? That was the question number 14. If you have any others that you'd like repeated, now is your chance to have that. Let us know in the comments there. Doesn't seem like it. Librarian David mode. That is Librarian David mode when I pop on the specs. So I can ask you where your late returns are. And be churlish. That's what it's for. Don't really need them to see. It's just a prop. That's not true. Anyone who knows me knows that I am quite bad with my eyesight. Okay. I think we'll get on with the round one answers. What do you reckon?
Sounds good to me.
Let's do it. So, mark along for yourselves at home. I'll tell you how many points everything is worth. It's worth 1 unless I say otherwise. So, for a point here, the national flag of Japan features a white background with what colour circle? It is a red circle that you'd have on that one. With a female singer who won the Grammy Award for Song of the Year in '99 with her hit My Heart Will Go On was Celine Dion. The name starting with the letter B is given to shellfish that cling to and foul the bottoms of ships. That would be a barnacle, or barnacles plural. Oh yeah, what a load of barnacles. I get the SpongeBob reference now. That took me a minute. Number 4, in international competition, the slowest of the 4 main swimming strokes is the breaststroke. Leave that as it is. Number 5, which sign of the zodiac is represented by the symbol? That is Sagittarius. And it is the 9th sign of the zodiac. Our sticks and stones question, a word that means both a stick carried in the hand and a body of persons employed in an organisation. Looking for staff for number 6. Number 7, the animated television show The Flintstones. They live in Bedrock. 8, the singer who had the Sticky and Sweet World Tour was Madonna back in 2008. The word starting with the letter C that describes a man-made pile of stones that marks the top of a mountain. It is a cairn. Is how you pronounce it with a lovely lovely Australian accent. It is a Scots word, which means you pronounce it cairn.
Also, if there's multiple of them, you'll be in Far North Queensland.
If there's more than one, you are in Far North Queensland. It's exactly right. Pronounced the same as the place. But yeah, it's a Scots word. Cairn is how you'd pronounce that properly. This is the musical instrument from Australia. That is starting with L and is a long stick with bottle tops loosely attached. We would call it a lager phone. Or, as Aidan rightly pointed out, if you drank all of them.
Yeah. I love you.
Which Ninja Turtle said this: every block of stone has a statue inside it, and the task of the sculptor is to discover it. That was Michelangelo Buonarroti. Number 12, grossing 619 million and some change internationally, the 2017 entry in the X-Men series was Logan. There we are.
Told you we had a surprise.
We did have a surprise for that one.
That hint makes it much more obvious.
That was That was actually Betty White's testing footage for the role of Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, she had to play Juggernaut.
Yeah, which is, she did well. She did well as Juggernaut. Would have been nicer to see her in the starring
I desperately
role.
hope at some point later one of the answers is 3, just so I can bring this back up.
Number 13, who topped Forbes' list of the world's highest paid comedians of 2017? That would be Amy
Betty White.
Schumer. Yeah, it would be...
All right.
It's not Betty White. It's Jerry Seinfeld. The devilish nickname that was given to the deadly 2017 heatwave that struck parts of Europe was called Lucifer.
Or the Betty.
Stop it.
All right, I'm stopping.
Stop it. I will have you sacked. Number 15. Which country's football team won the 2017 Tournament of Nations? That was an inappropriate gesture.
Did no such thing.
It was Australia, as if you couldn't tell from the uniforms and the crest on the uniforms and all the players. Number 16, Josh Barker was a contestant on which reality television series? He was on The Block, so yeah, he was using his teeth for Gyprock, as you suggested. Number 17, the South American country French Guiana has a coast on the Atlantic Ocean. According to the common English saying, to be very patient is to have the patience of Job. 19, who was the coach of the Australian Wallabies at the 2015 Rugby World Cup? It was Michael Checker. Our photograph here, that's actually in front of the Belmore Hotel, which it genuinely is in front of the Belmore Hotel. You can see the sign. It's not a bit. The photograph was taken in the 1950s. Some of you genuinely may remember the flood of the 50s, which is a big thing, apparently. Number 20, I wasn't there, I don't know. Which English novelist wrote the best-selling Pride and Prejudice? That was Jane Austen. The Jane who won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Coming Home is Jane Fonda. Henry VIII is buried next to Jane Seymour. Ally McBeal, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and 30 Rock star Jane Krakowski is who I'm looking for there, was for the point. Pictured is a two-time Australian Olympian who was Australian Female Athlete of the Year in '93. Her name is Jane Fleming. And our numbers game. Did you get...
Only one that I can find.
Only one? Got it spot on, though?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Or they got it one away. No, they got it.
They got it. 1805 was the correct answer. And our winner is Leanne Ormandy. So well done, Leanne. You get a round of applause. And a surprise.
You get that Betty again.
You get that Betty again.
Just because I wanted to bring it up. you want a better Betty? I should give them a better Betty.
Give
Here
a
you go,
better
you
Betty.
You can have this Betty.
There you go. Gangster Betty. That's a much better Betty. Okay, so that is the end of the first round. What we're going to do is we're going to have a short break, about 10 minutes or so, give you a chance to stretch your legs, go and grab yourselves a drink, patch up your friendships with your family after the arguments in round 1. All ready to jump into round 2, where we'll do it all again with brand new questions for points. We'll see you very soon. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little restet. We're going to crack on with the quiz now. Before we do, a couple of shout-outs that I've got here. I want to give a shout-out to my mum, who requested I say hello. Hello, Mum. Thank you for joining us.
Very bubbly.
Yes.
You never call.
You never call, you never text me. That's all right. I'll just say hello in front of 250 people. It's fine. That's a better way to do it. It just gets it done with. I also want to do a special birthday. You didn't mention it, but I was given a little birdie mentioned that it is in fact Wade's birthday. What's Wade's team name normally?
The 1912 Titanic.
The 1912 Titanic swim team. It is Wade from 1912's birthday. So happy birthday to Wade. Thank you very much for joining us on your special day. I think it was yesterday was your birthday. So it's not your special day anymore.
That
there you
was
go.
for him.
Have a dab. Hello to Mover Shakers and Headline Makers, one of my regular teams as well. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a swell time as we have our slightly different quiz. Alrighty, that out of the way. I think, unless you have any commentary.
I wasn't particularly impressed by scores, just on an unrelated note.
Yeah.
Because could have something to do with the fact that I'm just not very smart.
Yeah, well, that is true. That is true. There is always that. I have the benefit of having read all the answers, so I know them all already.
Well, you've just printed them.
Yeah, I read them when they were printing. Got a slow printer, need something to do in the time. So let's have a look then at round 2. Just have a lovely drink of water, branded water.
Do you want to show the label? No one can see the label, David. Coming to a store near you.
It's a fine drop, straight out the tap. So, let's go. Straight in. Round 2, question 1, looks like this. From the habit of counting with the fingers comes the what word for the first 9 numerals? That's 1 to 9 is the first 9. Number 2, what colour completes this title of the best-selling children's novel by Crockett Johnson? Harold and the Something Crayon. That is 6 letters, that blank. Harold and the what crayon? What colour goes in there? We've mentioned that tonight already. We mentioned that colour, in fact.
I mean, I feel like we're giving it away then.
I've mentioned lots of colours.
Have you?
Yeah, not necessarily out loud, but that's not what we're talking about, is it?
You're very far away from the microwave, you know.
Yeah, I was shuffling my papers.
I think I also just called it a microwave.
You said you're very far away from the microwave, which, you know, is a good point because my hot pockets are nearly ready. Number 3, is the concept of force equals mass multiplied by acceleration expressed in Isaac's first, second, or third law of motion?
You know what his 4th law of motion is?
What's his 4th law of motion, Aidan?
High fibre makes it easier.
Ah, of course. But not too high, because that you go too far the other way and you're back at square one.
Oh, Shane Raymond is having a birthday too. He
Oh.
told me.
Happy birthday, Shane. You are very welcome for us doing the trivia, Ian. Thank you very much for saying so. We appreciate it. We're having a nice time.
It's absolutely, I'm enjoying it, but I'm fairly sure my wife is pleased I'm out of the house.
There's only so much gardening you can do.
There's only so much being around me she can do.
Yeah, well, she married you. I was there. We go to number 4. Pictured is which American actor?
That guy.
That guy is the picture there. I would like his name rather than just the bloke in the picture. And number 5, this is my favourite type of question. As many of you who I have hosted know, excluding voice work in animated films, which 3 of his films have made the most money at the international box office? So his top 3 grossing films. I don't think that was as quiet as you thought it was.
That was definitely not as quiet as I thought.
It came through this microphone. They all know what it was.
I needed a cool, crisp cola.
Yeah, no, that's, a non-brand specific
Non-brand.
cola.
Many brands are available. Sorry, I just need you to know my wife just got on the comments to tell me she's Okay, so far we've had communication from your mother and my wife.
Well, earlier I asked if your
Love you.
mum was going to join the stream, and you said no, so we won't get a hello from her.
No, we
And
will not.
I'm not married, which is fine. I'm fine about it. It's okay.
Do you want me to take over for a minute?
No, it's all right. It's fine.
Just look into that man's eyes. They're dreaming. Get lost in them.
Just everything that could have been. No, that's fine. We're going to a first letter O category very quickly. All of these answers, until I say otherwise, start with the letter O, which is the fourth vowel of the alphabet.
Big O words.
Big O words. That's the one we're after. What eight-letter word describes the branch of medicine that deals with the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of cancer? O is the first letter, so I only need 7 more.
O medicine.
It's not O medicine. That is not 7 letters. Unless you spell it wrong. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Number 7, Christiania was the former name of which European capital city?
O London.
All right, Aiden.
Canada.
That was quite funny.
It's quite funny. I've got nothing on my wife, who apparently now has, within a minute, 5 people liking it. The fact that she's pleased I'm not here.
And I would like to say, Erin, a hearty you're welcome for me taking Aiden off your hands for the night.
She can have this Betty White. Here you go. There you go. That's for you, darling. Love you.
Number 8, the song "Oh What a Beautiful Morning" is from which stage and screen musical? The O is in the answer, not in the "Oh What a Beautiful Morning." I just want that to be clear. And number 9, in Egyptian mythology, who was the god of the afterlife and the underworld? While you puzzle on those, I want you to have another think as well, and jot down in the comments the hobby that you have taken up while you're in isolation. What new skill are you gaining? Because I've garnered a new skill.
What's yours?
Picking up and then putting down with the number 2s a guitar. Just picking it up, going and then putting it down again.
Yeah, you got to stop storing your guitar in the oven.
I was looking for some hot licks. I was told that all the best guitarists do hot licks.
We will be back once David can be sensible. I've been told that was not my call.
I'm prepared to behave, though. I am prepared to behave now. You wish. Okay, number 10. What is the name of the NYP detective played by Mariska Hargitay on the long-running television drama Law & Order Special Victims Unit? And as a fun fact, that is the second appearance in as many weeks for this person.
It is. I'm enjoying the different things people have done. Making candles.
Oh, very nice.
Have you just got that lying around the house? That's excellent. Or are you just burning things? Is that your way of saying your hobby's
you're
been
saying you're
arson?
making candles, but you're actually just setting things on fire and saying it's ambient. Learning the piano is a pretty good one.
I'm a fan of the people saying day drinking and binge drinking.
Yeah, no,
Important
those
discrepancy.
I was really good at them before. I can only get so perfect at it. Working from home. Oh, Ruth's grandson Alfie turns 3 tomorrow in Adelaide. I don't know if you'll be watching, but happy birthday, Alfie, if you are. We're going to question number 11. What is the common name of the big cat pictured here, starting with O?
Oscar.
Yes. Sorry, should clarify, not his personal given name. That one does happen to be named Oscar.
Yeah.
But not all of them are. Not all of them are. Some are named Jeff.
Sometimes, for my own entertainment, I look at these pictures and try and think what's actually happening in them. And he is absolutely just walked out of a room that someone has let one go in. He just walked into his parents' bedroom far too late at night.
No, leave that. No, that's
They were candle making.
Oh, now I understand what she means.
Yeah.
We'll leave that where it is. We've got another numbers game to do, which is going to work exactly the same as the first two. If you haven't cottoned on to how it works yet, you've either just joined us or you haven't been paying attention. It's your second fun tune for the night. We have Australian Rugby League player Corey Oates has scored how many tries for the Brisbane Broncos since his debut with the club in 2013?
If he's not careful there, he's going to bite his lip. Look at him.
Oh, that's what the big cat was running away from. Because of what Corey Oates has just done.
I'm impressed. On a sport topic, Maher and Harrison is suggesting that binge drinking should be a new sport. I would like to know, like, you know how you've got the 100 metres, 200 metres, 400 metres. What is that for binge drinking?
The case.
What are the categories?
The case is your starting category.
So is it speed? Oh, you'd have to do long distance drinking.
Well, because you'd have the longie. The longie is ironically the speed one. That's the sprint. You would have...
Not to make it confusing.
You would have the six-pack, which is kind of middle distance, your 400 metres, and then your case, we go further. Okay. Let's see what your answers are.
Broad. Yes, we've got some quite low ones. We've got some quite high ones. I don't know anything about sport, so I don't know what the right ones are.
Yeah, I do because I wrote it down.
Printed it.
I also wrote it down. See?
Wow.
See,
I love that you had a contingency in case that.
In case my beautiful printed piece of paper wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put the timer on. But I think I have my closest so far. Oh, no, just edging in there is another one. You saw it when I showed it to you, didn't you? When I showed you the answer, when I showed you that I'd written it down, you saw what it was.
Yeah.
Excellent, good, because that was the purpose.
Oh, okay.
So you could pick the comments.
Yep.
That was its purpose. Was it just a lovely bit of theatre to do it?
Well, you've given it away now.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. You spoiled it.
Spoiled the magic of theatre. That's all right, I'm always doing that. All right. That's it, timer up. Australian Rugby League player Corey Oates scored how many tries for the Brisbane Broncos since his debut with the club in 2013? We have, I think... just right at the last minute, we had a spot on.
What?
Right at the very last minute there. We had Michelle Pitts, who was representing RPM, getting it spot on with 95. Well done. Well done there. You get a round of applause. Oh, Teresa McAvoy. You get a round of applause and a surprise. There you go. That is what we're all doing here when the cameras are off.
Absolutely. I'm really enjoying quarantine.
All right, let's move on to art and design is the name of this next section. All questions about artistic things, designery things, that sort of malarkey. Number 12, in art, what five-letter word describes a large image such as a painting or photograph applied directly to a wall or ceiling? I've just realised I'm talking.
Yeah, you are.
Oops. Because I do that when I'm not thinking.
Cover it with joke. Just tell a joke and cover it with that.
Put me on the spot there. No, don't have any appropriate jokes. I just cannot think of a single joke that I can tell on this stream right now.
All right.
Go on,
so
give us a proper joke.
Two windmills
in
a field, and the first windmill says to the second windmill, "So, what kind of music do you like?" And the second windmill goes, "Well, actually, I'm a big metal fan." Yeah, that's right. That's the joke I chose. Hashtag Betty White.
You're letting the power of the Betty White go to your head.
She likes it.
No, you made her like it.
No,
13. Stop it. Stop it. A quiz to do. In relation to graphic design, what does the letter C stand for in the CMYK colour model?
Colour.
I'm going to take your microphone off you.
You're busy.
I'll do it. I'll come off the stream. Number 14. Described as the master of drawing human figures in motion, which 19th century French artist was renowned for his paintings of ballet dancers.
Le Ponteur.
I've had
I'm
enough.
in so much trouble.
I've had enough. You're going to be spoken to very sternly after this stream. Unless you behave. Which you won't. I know this. 15. This painting by German artist Johann Zoffany depicts the death of which 18th century explorer and navigator? Sorry.
What, David?
Nothing. His last name is Zoffany. It's very funny.
Zoffany.
Zoffany. I said Zoffany. And I don't know. I should stop saying it. I should immediately stop saying it like that.
Mr. Zoffany.
Mr. Zoffany. Did you
The
ask him?
Zoffo to his mates.
The Zoffo to his mates.
Oi, Zoffo, what you up to?
Good lord. No self-respecting artist would speak like that.
Yes, they would.
I've never met one who would.
You're very lonely.
Yeah. It's true. Deeply. This painting by German artist Johann Zoffany depicts the death of which 18th century explorer and navigator? That is 15 once again. 16. I've got a little selection here. It's multiple choice. I need you to tell me which of these is an example of a sans serif font. We've got Baskerville Old Face, Moonshiner, Cooper Black, and Century Gothic. Which of those is sans serif, which means without serif?
Yep.
That's what it means. So which of these doesn't have serifs? Should probably define a serif at this point, shouldn't I?
No.
No? All right.
No.
There you go.
Let them sort it out.
No, sorry.
They've got this.
They do. You're right. I'm selling the viewers
These are
short.
very clever people.
They are very clever people, and their scores prove that.
They do. They've done very well. You're just underestimating them because you're used to spending time with me, who is not clever.
I have had backup for taking away your microphone in the comment.
Yeah, but there's sympathy as well. someone says, poor me, and someone is... for anyone who cares, I guess, was supposed to be in New Zealand. I was going to be in New Zealand on a holiday at this particular time, and, spoiler alert, didn't go. Because there's no reason.
No reason, just didn't fancy it anymore.
Decided against it. Thought it wasn't worth it. They found out they'd stopped filming The Hobbit and went, I'm not going now.
Let me see. I'm just seeing if there's any more interesting hobbies that you've taken up.
Who names fonts? Because they have weird names.
They do have weird names, but the person who names it is the person who makes it, I guess.
Yeah.
I know quite a lot about fonts.
Do you think you ever discover a font? Like a really rich vein of Times New Roman?
I could genuinely go on for a very long time about this, and it's not interesting in the least. It is just not interesting in the least. But the answer sort of is yes. The answer is sort of yes.
William was supposed to be in Darwin, but his flight was cancelled.
Where
were you? Out of curiosity, how many people were going on holiday? Where were you going?
Yeah. Tell us where you were meant to be, and if you're there or you're happily at home, or what are you doing? Let us know as we go into everyone's favourite section, I think. I don't know anyone who doesn't love this section. It is the 50-50s. So I'm going to put up one correct answer, one incorrect, and it's up to you to sort the fact from the fallacies for me. For instance, Audrey Hepburn was born in which year, 1929 or 1939?
Oh, someone's rubbing it in. They're just cracking a lint bunny now.
Oh, that's not on.
I haven't got any chocolate.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Partially because, we're all we're not supposed to go anywhere. So I can't go and see my family as I normally would for Easter. But also I'm in my mid-20s, and so I don't get an Easter egg. And I'm kind of still dirty about it, to be honest. It's been years.
Yeah, the fact that the Easter Bunny has an age limit
is wrong.
Wrong.
It's wrong that I can't get my Easter Bunny Easter egg anymore because I became an adult.
Tracy's accidentally said she doesn't love 50-50s. That's strange.
Oh no, everyone loves 50-50s. That's well documented.
Everyone loves it.
Can't think of a single person who hasn't. That's an unfortunate typo, Tracy. 18, in a recent study of different healthcare models, which country's healthcare system was named the best in the developed world? Probably different since we asked that, potentially. Things have transpired since we wrote this question. Possible. Don't know. Number 19. What is the official unit of currency of Armenia? Is it the dram or the kuna? Which is more fun to say, even if it's not the right one.
I enjoy that you're not getting any sympathy in the comments. It's just, buy your own chocolate.
What? I mean, I could. Except I'm frightened to go to the shops. Number 20. Which side finished higher on the ladder in the 2019 season of the Suncorp Super Netball Series? Was it the New South Wales Swifts or the Sunshine Coast Lightning? Oh yeah, Matt's chimed in there to say the hatred is off the scale for 50-50s. Doesn't enter onto it. That's what he means. He's got that backwards. It doesn't enter into the scale because there is none. Everybody loves it. I keep saying it. Number 21, the last of our 50-50s. Some of you will be delighted to know. Prince Richard, Duke of Gloucester, is currently which number in the line of succession to the British throne? 27th or 47th? Okay, no more 50-50s. We're on to the home stretch of the quiz. So pens at the ready for the pointy end. At number 22, Nicolae Ceausescu was the 20th century dictator of which European country? Nicolae Ceausescu, the 20th century dictator of which European country? 23, in which sports do participants compete for the Espirito Santo Trophy? 24. The sci-fi film Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets is based on the popular comic written by which man? Bit of a hard one, that one, actually. Keith. Could be Keith. Could be. Could be any number of names. There's only one, though. Only one name, promise you. Tracy Camborne is saying that the bunny is in isolation. That is not true. The Premier of Queensland and the Premier of Western Australia both gave special dispensation to the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy to cross the borders. There's no issues with that. You can get anywhere across. Mark McGowan did it about 2 weeks ago. Gave out a special announcement that's fine. It's all good. He has special clearance. 25 is our final question for tonight before we go into our answers, and then we have our bonus game at the end. Number 25, pictured here, is the famous Nezu Shrine, which is in which Asian country?
There are some people, I think we just have to admit, picking up that we wrote 47 instead of 47th on the screen.
Did I say 47? I hope I said 47th.
Yeah, no, everyone knows. It's a recent change. It's now called the 47.
Yeah, no, I got the memo late. I got the memo very late. Yeah. All right. That's it. There's no more questions to be asked. Only answers to be given.
That's sad.
Yeah. So take a moment to make sure you've got everything. If you have any repeats needed, there was one that was needed, which was number 15, which I'll pop up on your screens now, which was that one. That's number 15. This painting by German artist Johann Zoffany depicts the death of which 18th century explorer and navigator? Are there any others requests there?
Give him a minute to think.
Yes. Number 19 as well requested. And there's 19. The official unit of currency of Armenia, the dram or the kuna. Oops. And 20 as well was requested. Which side finished higher on the ladder in the 2019 season of the Suncorp Super Netball Series? Marin is requesting 1 to 25. She was practicing for the Olympics. The new event that we've just put in, binge drinking.
Fair enough. I mean, Brian apparently would like 1 to 25 as well.
Yeah, well.
Brian
knows the answer. Yeah, Brian knows the answer he gets. But there was a genuine request.
What were our first four?
7, 9, and 11. Cool. All right. And then that's it. That's it. We'll have to move on. What am I looking for? 7, 9, 11. There's... Oops. Keep doing that. There we go. So there's 7 and 9 on that screen. They're mostly being very well behaved on the comments tonight, which I'm delighted by.
They're very clever people.
Very clever people, very interesting people.
Yeah, they're very good. I mean, I'm honestly quite intimidated by their hobby. There's someone out there who's become an arsonist, I think.
Okay, there's the big cat, starting with O. And after that, we'll go to the answers. I don't know if that sound came across the stream, but I think someone just fell over and possibly injured themselves. Yeah, just that's. Oh, there's Aiden in a purple blur there. I'll pad for time. While he checks that nothing bad has happened to anyone upstairs. While we wait before we go into our answers, let me know what your favourite fun fact is. Everyone's got a favourite fun fact. I know I certainly do. But if you tell me yours, then the very best of them will be incorporated into next week's quiz. I think that's fair. The best of the fun facts will go into next week's quiz. We can make that happen.
We can definitely figure something out for anyone who was interested. Upstairs, wasn't someone injured, just a drop bear, it's fine.
Oh, cool. The drop bear we keep upstairs. Yeah, the upstairs drop bear, as I call him. Okay. Oh, we're getting a couple of fun facts already. Excellent. All right, let's go. Answers. From the habit of counting with the fingers comes what word for the first 9 numerals? That would be the digits. Number 2, the colour that completes the title of this best-selling children's novel by Crockett Johnson is Harold and the Purple Crayon. There we go, there's some purple for you in case you didn't know what that looked like. The concept of force equals mass multiplied by acceleration is Newton's second law of motion. This is American actor Tim Robbins. And of course, we all knew his top 3 box office smashes. In order, from 1 to 3, they are War of the Worlds, Top Gun, and Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Sorry, what?
Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah, what does he do in that?
He is the president in that. That is how he is billed, as the president. He appears for about 16 seconds. But he is in it. He's credited.
Aside from cameos in otherwise excellent films, I enjoy the fact that essentially Tim Robbins' financial viability is based on whether or not Tom Cruise is in the film.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It seems to be.
Yeah, he's just hitched his horse to that wagon and he's fine.
To be fair, great wagon to hitch to.
Oh, yeah.
Great wagon to hitch to. For those of you who are wondering, Shawshank Redemption, arguably one of the best films, if not the best film of all time. It is a mere number 15th on his list. But you would not believe, at number 26 on the list of Tim Robbins' highest grossing films, number 26, absolutely robbed, is Howard the Duck.
Oh, great film.
Howard the Duck made $16 million. $16 million, 3 times more than the number 28 entry, which is Pick of Destiny, which he had a small cameo in.
Really?
3 times. Howard the Duck made 3 times more than Pick of Destiny.
I must say, you have done some research.
I never don't. Except in how words work. Moving on. Number 6, the 8-letter word that describes the branch of medicine that deals with the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of cancer is oncology. Christiania possibly, is the former name of Oslo. The song Oh What a Beautiful Morning is from Oklahoma, the musical. In the Egyptian mythology, who was the god of the afterlife and the underworld? Osiris. Do you want to know what one of my favourite words is, Aiden?
Penultimate.
It is not. That is one of them. You're right, but it's not the one that I was going to say. One of my favourite words is the word to describe gods of death and the underworld and so on. The word to describe them is a psychopomp. That is genuinely true. A god of the underworld is called a psychopomp, which is the most fun word. True, I'm telling you. The name of the NYPD detective played by Mariska Hargitay on the long-running SVU is Olivia Benson. To start with there. The name of this big cat pictured here, that is an ocelot. It is the larger of the 2 subspecies, not to be confused with the smaller version, the ocelotl. Number 12 in art. Yeah, the ocelotl. Slightly smaller than the ocelot. Yeah. Yeah, well known, Aiden. Come on, read a book. In art, what 5-letter word describes a large image such as a painting or photograph applied directly to a wall or ceiling? That is a mural. I suppose fresco is correct there as well. If you've got fresco, give that a tick as well. Fresco is fair enough. In relation to graphic design, the letter C stands for cyan.
Also, fresco has 6 letters.
Yeah. Not if you spell it wrong. If you leave the E off at the end...
No, we've established this.
That's fair enough. Cyan is what that stands for. The others are magenta, yellow, and key. Key is the printer's term for black. Described as the master of drawing human figures in motion, the 19th century artist who drew lots of ballerinas was Edgar Degas. This painting is by German artist Johann Zoffany and depicts, the death of Captain James Cook. And which of these is a sans serif font? We had Baskerville Old Face Moonshiner, Cooper Black and Century Gothic. It is not Baskerville, nor Moonshiner, nor Cooper Black. It is Century Gothic. That is the only sans serif font on there. In 17, Audrey Hepburn was born in 1929. In a recent study of different healthcare models, the country's healthcare system was named the best in the developed world. That got away from me. It was the UK.
At the time of writing.
At the time of writing, it was the UK. We're not sure now.
Might have been written a while ago.
Well, regardless, there's been recent events that may change everything. A dram is what you'd pay with in Armenia. The winner of the higher on the ladder, of the 2019 season. The Suncorp Super Netball Series was the New South Wales Swifts. No, it wasn't. It was the Sunshine Coast Lightning. So it was the Swifts the year before. Prince Richard, Duke of Gloucester, is currently which number in the line of succession to the British throne? It is the 27th in succession, not the 47th. Number 22, Nicolae Ceausescu was a 20th century dictator of which European country? That was Romania. The Espirito Santo Trophy is a golf trophy. The sci-fi film Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets was based on a comic written by Pierre Christin. And 25, this is the Nezu Shrine, which you would find in Japan. Oh, well, total up your scores for me. Jot those into the comments there for a moment. Have little drinky poos. As I was dying of thirst-a-rooney. Okay, let's have a look at some of the scores coming in.
I'm enjoying the facts at the moment. My personal favourite so far is that the rainbow paddle pop is actually caramel.
Caramel flavour, yeah.
And caramel is not a colour in the rainbow, so I don't know how they even got there.
No, they've made a logical leap.
Yeah.
I don't understand that myself. Okay, our first score is 22. That's our first one coming in. We'll leave those to come up here. What I'm going to do now is put that bit of paper away, because I don't need it anymore. And here come up all the scores. 17s, 20s. 27 seems to be our high. Oh, 42. 42 is our highest.
I told you that was
That's
smart.
very clever. Very clever.
Special shout out to the Muffin Tops, because they asked for it.
Oh, Muffin Tops, hello. Hope you've had a swell time and that you come back. We're going to do our movie game, which is just for you to have fun with at home. I'm going to put up 10 actors. It is up to you to tell your friends or family, or you can jot it in the comments if you like, the name of the film that I am referring to. I'll put up 3 to start us off, and then we'll go from there. So, all in one film together is the key, and you need to tell me the name of the film. So let's go with our first few. We have Kirk Ward in this film, along with Margot Mora and Michael Jace. So there's our first few. I don't know any other films that any of those people were in.
I don't know any of those people. I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, you're not getting this one then. Siobhan Fallon is also in it.
Oh yeah, she's that one with the hair.
She's in Men in Black. She's the wife. That's who she's in.
The wife
Of the wife of Vincent D'Onofrio's character, the bug guy.
Oh.
She's the wife right at the start of Men in Black.
I feel like you've potentially just, if this turns out to be Men in Black.
It's a clever double bluff.
Now I think.
Or it's a triple. Now it could be a triple bluff. How many bluffs is it? We'll never know.
Tell us your guess at how many bluffs.
How many bluffs is this? Haley Joel Osment is in this film.
Oh, someone's just guessed Men in Black.
How was the timing on that? Was that off my suggesting it, or?
There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things going on. We can't really tell the timings. But Haley Joel Osment is in it. We also have Sam Anderson in it. And I haven't seen any guess. Oh, yep, we do have a guess. We do have a correct guess, but I'm going to carry on.
See how long it takes you to get it.
Yeah, let's see. At home, just tell me where you got up to before you got it. We also have Sally Field in it.
Jaws.
It's not Jaws.
Jaws 2.
It's not Jaws 2. And I'm going to have to enforce the rule that if you're going to go with sequels, I need subtitles. What is the subtitle to Jaws 2?
No one remembers. Let's go with Jaws the Revenge.
Nah, it's Jaws 3. What a shame. What a shame. Also in this film is Gary Sinise, which is starting to give it away quite substantially. Yeah, we've got a couple more. There's people getting it. A lot of people guessing the obvious one for Haley Joel Osment, though. We also have Robin Wright in this film. And our lead we finish up with is Tom Hanks, who I hope's all right.
I think he's fine.
You think he's fine? Oh, well, that's good.
That's based on no information.
just a wing and a prayer is what that's based on.
Yep.
The correct answer, which some of you got, and I can reveal the first to put it into my comment stream, was the 1912 Titanic swim team. That was the very first to get it right, and it is Forrest Gump. So well done. Where did you get it? What was the actor that gave it away for you? I think Gary Sinise would have given it away for me by that point. It is not the SpongeBob movie, Peter DeBono, unfortunately. That would be good. We'll do that next time. Don't you worry. We'll definitely do the SpongeBob movie. Okay, that's it, I believe.
I think we're done.
There's nothing else to do. So I hope you've had a really good time. In the meantime, between now and next time I see you, do check out our Facebook page for all the information about what's coming up and what's happening and when we're doing it and why and with whom. All of that information will be on our Facebook page, as well as fun little asides. In the meantime, make sure that you bring all your friends into your group chat or Zoom chat or Facebook watch party, however you want to do this. Get as many friends as you can involved for more fun times. We'll be back roughly the same time next week, possibly slightly earlier, but we're still deciding that. We don't know. There may be more opportunities to have fun with us through the week. So enjoy yourselves. Have a great week. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.